Hi children, good morning one and all. I welcome you all to today's video class. Today's video class, I am going to share with you the basic idea of sentence, kinds of sentences and the transformation of sentences. We are all going to learn all these things in today's video class. Okay children, pay your good attention. To begin with, what is sentence? How many times these definition for the sentences you might have heard? Sentence is a group of words that completes a sentence. Sentence is nothing but a group of words that completes a sentence. All group of words cannot be called a sentence. For example, the sun rises in the east. India is our country. These two group of words are called sentences because they have their own subject, they have their own finite verbs, they complete the sentence. Therefore, we call these groups of words as sentences. Okay, fine. So, every sentence is consisting of its own subject and it has a finite verb to complete the sentence. Okay, fine. Sentences are of many kinds. Sentences are classified into many kinds. Some classifications are done based on the function. Some classifications are done based on the structure. And more than that, when it is needed, when you are going to learn the kinds and types of sentences, you should also learn the transformation of sentences. In today's class, I am going to teach you how one sentence is to be transformed into another type or another kind. Okay. And all the rules and the regulations and the principles behind such a transformation will also be explained to you in today's video class. To begin with, assertive sentence or statements. Generally we call them as statement. A sentence that asserts something is called an assertive sentence. A sentence that declares something is called a declarative sentence. A sentence that states something is called a statement. So, an assertive sentence, a declarative sentence, a statement, all are the different names for the same thing. So, every sentence that asserts something, every sentence that states something, every sentence that declares something is called an assertive sentence. We can also call them as declarative sentence. We can also call them statements. Okay, fine. So there are two types. All statements are of two types. One is affirmative sentence, another one is negative sentence. So affirmative sentence, what is affirmative sentence? What is its structure? Then what is negative sentence? What is its structure? Let me explain one by one. Yeah. First, an affirmative sentence. What is an affirmative sentence? A sentence that affirms something is called an affirmative sentence. Or you can simply say a sentence that asserts something is called an affirmative sentence. It agrees with you. It says something positively. It says something positively. So it agrees with something. Such types of sentences are called affirmative sentences. For example, birds fly. It's a general thing. It affirms something. It agrees with something. Fish swim in the water. Rabbits run. All these sentences are best example for affirmative sentences. An affirmative sentence affirms something, it asserts something. Let me write examples on the board, children. Yes. So I will give you examples for affirmative sentences as well as negative sentences. To begin with, let me give you some examples for affirmative sentences. See, example, birds fly. It affirms something, it says something positively. Rabbits run. So these two sentences are the best example for affirmative sentence. I will give one more example. Fish swim. Okay. So in all these sentences you can find one thing common. What is it? It agrees with something. It affirms something. It says something positively. So subjects are actively doing something. Such types of sentences are called affirmative sentences. It is also a statement. It is a positive sentence. She is a girl. For example, she is a girl. India is our country. India is our country. So they are further examples for affirmative sentences. Cat is a pet animal. So all these sentences are called affirmative sentences because it gives some positive ideas or positive meaning. It affirms something. It agrees with something. Therefore we call all these sentences as affirmative sentences. Okay, well. Then negative sentences. What is negative sentence? A sentence that denies something. Sometimes when you are offered something, you may be bit reluctant to accept it. At that time, you may reject something or you may deny something. So when a sentence denies something, when a sentence refuses something, when a sentence rejects something, it says something negatively, it states that something is false, then it is called a negative sentences. See, negative sentences. Okay. So, a negative sentence denies something. A negative sentence, denies something. Pay good attention, children, towards the definition for all these sentences. So, a negative sentence denies something, it refuses something. It refuses something. Then what else? It rejects something. It rejects something. It says something is false. It gives negative impact or negative ideas. Such types of sentences, negative sentences are formed by adding not after the auxiliary or the helping verb. Okay. So you should know how negative sentences are formed. The formation of negative sentences. So this is a simple definition for negative sentences. If you are asked what is negative sentence, you should know a negative sentence denies something. A positive sentence affirms something. A positive sentence accepts everything. But a negative sentence rejects everything. It rejects something. It refuses something. It denies something. It gives negative impact. It gives negative ideas. Such sentences are called negative sentences. It rejects something. Okay, fine. I'll give you, David is not a happy person. I will give you some examples for negative sentences. First I will give you some sentences, example sentences for negative. Then I will teach you how these negatives are formed. Okay, see. David is not a happy person. David is not a happy person. Okay. They are not students. I am not a lecturer. It's not a bird. It's not a bird. See here in all these sentences you can find one thing common. I used only the be verbs to frame all these sentences, and after be verbs I just added not to make it as a negative. Okay, fine. So David is not a happy person. They are not students. I am not a lecturer. It's not a bird. Okay. All these sentences are the best examples for negative sentences. Okay, fine. So how negative sentences are formed? Next, let me explain. the formation of negative sentences. Formation of negative sentences. How negative sentences are formed. Usually, negative sentences are formed by adding not to the helping verb or to the auxiliaries. Okay, and see be verbs. You know that be verbs is an, are, was, and were. When you have a sentence, when you form a sentence using all these be verbs, for such types of sentences, to form negatives, you just add not to the be verbs. Yeah, see, it's a long robe. It's a long robe. This is a positive sentence. This is an affirmative sentence. Now you want to change it into negative. It's not a long robe. It's not a long robe. So simply you add not to the be form of the verb, then you get a negatives. So most of the negative sentences are formed by adding not to the auxiliary verbs. Okay, fine. Another, see, suppose if you have verbs in a sentence, how negatives are formed? See example, I have a pen. This is an affirmative sentence. Here I want to change this sentence into negative. How can I do? Simply I cannot add not to the verb have because it is a possessive verb. It's a perfect verb here. So have is actually perfect verb. It is followed by the V3, that is past participle. But here it is used as a main verb. So here it refers to the possession. Therefore we call this have here as a possessive verb. When you have, has or had as a possessive verb in a sentence, you just cannot add not. See, for example, I have not a pen. It's a meaningless. It is a ridiculous. No one will accept that type of sentences. For such types of sentences, how can we form negation? Yeah. Then you have to split this verb into two. Do plus have. Here you have to depend on the helping verb. Do. So do plus have. Now you can form a negative. In between these, you can add not. So, could you follow me, children? Yeah. Then I do not have a pen. That's all. Now you got a negative sentence. I have a pen. I do not have a pen. For example, suppose he has an album. Now you want to change it into negative. Has should be splitted into two with the help of auxiliary verb or with the help of helping verb. Which one you will choose? Yeah, helping verb. Do, does, did. They are called helping verbs. They help us in many ways. First, the chief use of helping verbs are to frame negation. Then they help us to frame questions. Okay, fine. See, so has should be splitted into does plus have. Children, here you should be very careful. When you split a possessive verb using the helping verb, you have to take great care. See, has can be splitted with the help of does plus have. Then how can you form negative? He does not have an album. So this is the correct sentence structure. He has an album. He does not have an album. Now you have changed the positive sentence into negative. When you have, has, had as a possessive verb in a sentence, negation or negative sentences should be formed in that way only. For example, how can we form had when you have a had in a sentence? For example, he or she had holidays. She had holidays. You have to split using the helping verb. Do you know which helping verb helps you to split the possessive verb had? Yeah, did. Did plus have. So, she did not have holidays. Yeah, in this way only you have to frame negative sentences for the given positive or affirmative sentences. Okay, fine. Sometimes if you have these be verbs, you can easily form negative sentences by taking not with the be verbs. Okay, fine. Next, if you have verbs, that is possessive verbs, it is also possible to form negative sentences by splitting that possessive verbs with the help of helping verbs. Okay, fine. Suppose if you have sentences where you have only finite verbs, how can you form the negative sentences? Let me explain. She speaks English well. This is an affirmative sentence. She speaks English well. It's an affirmative sentence. Okay, fine. I want to change this, transform this affirmative sentence into negative. How can I do? Because here I have a main verb speaks. It is a, what kind of verb this speaks? Do you know, children? Yeah, it's a finite verbs. Because it changes in its structure according to the changes of the person and the number of the subject. Okay, fine. So the speaks is the main verb here. If it is so, you have to split the main verb into two using helping verbs. Here speaks. So third form, does plus speak. You can split this verb, finite verb speaks, using the finite verb, using the helping verb does. So does plus speak. Now you can easily change it to negative. She does not speak English well. Okay. So you can easily change the given affirmative sentence into negative. Could you follow me, children? Yeah, fine. So when you have this type of finite verb in a sentence, you have to split it into two using helping verb. So, yeah, suppose sometimes you may have a group of verbs in a sentence. Then how can we change such types of sentences into negative? For example, here, for example, my friend received a parcel. My friend received a parcel. So this is an affirmative sentence. Now you have to change this affirmative sentence into negative. So see the main verb, received. My friend is the subject. Received is a verb, finite verb. A parcel is an object. So don't bother about the object or complement, whatever it may be. Okay, fine. Just to look at the verb. It's a finite verb. So here you have to split the finite verb into two with the help of helping verb. Which helping verb helps here? Did. Yeah, because it is a V2. That is a past form. Suppose if you have the base form V1, to split, for example, receive, using do, you can split the verb into two. Do plus receive. Suppose if you have the base yes form, that is used for the third person singular, receives, base form of the verb plus yes or es. For example, receives. Here you can use does plus receive. Okay. If you have V2, that is the past form, received. They are using did, you can split, received. So, you can split this verb, did plus receive. So, my friend did not receive a parcel. Okay. So now you got a negative sentence. Okay, fine. So in all these cases, how negative sentences are formed? When you have be verb in a sentence as a main verb. How negative sentences are formed for affirmative sentences where you have possessive verbs as a main verbs. Okay, fine. Next, modal auxiliary. Sometimes you may have modal verbs. For such types of sentences, how can we form negative sentences? For example, I shall come tomorrow. He will attend the meeting. She can swim well. You just go through all these sentences, children. In the first sentence, I is a subject, shall come is a verb, tomorrow is an adjunct. Okay, fine. He will attend the meeting, he is subject, will attend verb, and he will attend what? The meeting. So she can swim well, she is subject, can swim is a verb. So all these sentences are affirmative sentences. Now your task is you have to change this affirmative sentence into negative sentence. How can you change? Okay, fine. See, I shall come. When you have group of verbs in a sentence, to change such types of sentences into negative, you have to add not to the first auxiliary. First auxiliary or first modal auxiliary. So, I shall not come tomorrow. I shall not come tomorrow. This is a negative sentence. Shall not. He will attend the meeting. He will not attend the meeting. He will not attend the meeting. He will not attend the meeting. Okay. Could you follow me, children? Yeah. She can swim well. She cannot swim well. She cannot swim well. So now let me sum up what you have learned so far now. So when you are asked to frame negative sentences, how can you frame? Yeah. First, when you have be verbs as a main verb in a sentence, that is, am, or, was, were, just to take not with be verbs. I am a teacher, I am not a teacher. We are students, we are not students. It is a bird, it is not a bird. That's all. So when you have be verb as main verb in a sentence, just to add not to the auxiliary, then you can get to negative sentences. Okay, fine. Next. When you have possessive verbs in a sentence, have, has and had, you cannot just add not to all these verbs. Then you have to split these possessive verbs, have, has, had, with the help of helping verb, that is do, does, did. Then you can add not in between. Have means do plus have, do not have. Has means does plus have, does not have. Had means did plus have, did not have. In this way you can change such types of sentences into negative sentences. Okay, fine. Third part. Sometimes you may have finite verb in a sentence. Such type of sentences should be changed into negatives. How can we change? You have to split the finite verb into two using helping verb. Do, does, did. If it is V1, use do plus V1 form of the verb. Sometimes V1 may have S or ES ending. For such types of verbs, you have to use does to split. Okay, fine. Then if you have the past form V2, then use the did, the helping verb did. Split the verb using did. Then in between did plus V1, you can add not. One thing you have to take it in your mind, children. For example, eats. See, here I will write eats. Does plus eat only, not eats. If you add it, it's wrong. It's wrong. Does plus eat. Okay, fine. Ate. Did plus eat only, not did plus ate. If you use did plus ate, that is a wrong formation. So when you split the finite verb using the helping verb, you should be very careful. Pay good attention for the process of splitting. Okay, fine. So sometimes we may have group of words. For such a type of sentences, how can you form negative sentences? I will explain. Okay, just go through these sentences. I am painting a picture. Here I subject, I am painting. Be verb and present participle. I am painting. Group of verbs. Okay, fine. They will be writing. Will be writing. All together should be taken as a verbal group. Okay, fine. He has been walking. Here has been working. All together forms verbs. Okay, fine. When you have such types of group of words as verbs in a sentence, to change such type of sentences into negatives, you have to add not to the first auxiliary verb. So, I am painting a picture. I am not painting a picture. I am not here. I am painting a picture. I am not painting a picture. Okay. Good. See the second. They will be writing their exams next week. Will model auxiliary be form of the verbs, writing present participle. Okay, fine. So they will not be writing. They will not be writing their exams next week. Okay. Could you understand, children? Could you follow me? Yeah. They will be writing their exams next week. They will not be writing their exam next week. Then come to the third one. He has been working here since 2000. He has not been working. See the first has possessive verb. Be past participle of be. Then working is the present participle. So when you have such types of verbs, here you have three verbs together form verbal. So you have to add not to the first part, first auxiliary, that is has. He has not been working here since 2000. He has not been working here since 2000. So in this way, negative sentences are formed. Could you follow me, children? Here one thing you have to notice, when you are asked to transform a given sentence into negative sentences, you are going to deny. You are going to refuse some fact. You are going to dispute something. So in such occasions, you can take simply not with the auxiliary. You can change such type of affirmative sentences into negative sentences. But one thing is very important here, meaning gets changed. Suppose it is a bird, it asserts that it is a bird. But when it is transformed into negative, it is not a bird, there the meaning gets changed. It is not a bird means it may be something else. So, negative sentences, when you transform a sentence into negative, the meaning gets changed because you are going to refuse something. You are going to deny something. That should be taken into account. But when you are going to learn the transformation, another type of transformation of sentences is there. There, you have to change affirmative sentences into negative sentences without changing their meaning. How can we change such type of sentences? How can we change a negative sentence? How can we change a positive sentence into negative without changing meaning? Is it possible? Yeah. You may have such doubts in your mind. I know, children. It is possible. We can change a positive or an affirmative sentence into negative without changing its meaning. I will teach you, don't worry. I will give you all the methods. I will teach you all methods and steps how can we change such types of sentences. Before to that, let me give you the sum up of contractions. Is plus not, you know that, is ain't. So, he is a boy, he is not a boy, okay. But in the spoken language, he isn't a boy. Aren't. But am plus not, am is not permitted to use. So, am plus not, aren't. Was plus not, wasn't. Were plus not, weren't. These short forms are used in the spoken language. When you are going to say something negatively, you can use these contractions, contracted forms. Can I write it on the board, children? Yeah. Let me write all the contractions on the board. Then you can easily copy it in your classwork or whatever, the grammar note also. Okay, fine. Contractions. Is plus not. Isn't. Okay. Am plus not. One is very important. Aren't. Here we use not am it, aren't. Or plus not, aren't. Was plus not, wasn't. Were plus not, weren't. Okay, so these are all the contracted forms. Suppose do plus not, don't. Do plus not, don't. Okay, fine. Does plus not, doesn't. Okay. Did plus not, didn't. This is so for helping verbs, when you add not to the helping verbs do, does, did, they have this contracted forms. I don't like it. He doesn't like it. They didn't like it. Okay, fine. So, in the spoken language, it is recommended by the grammarians. But using the expanded form is nothing is wrong in it. You have to keep in your mind. I do not like it. Absolutely correct. He does not like it. Correct. They did not like it. Correct. But if you use this as a contracted form, better, it is recommended in the spoken language. I don't like it. He doesn't like it. They didn't like it. Okay, fine. So, they are the contracted form. Then for perfect verbs, See, let me show you the charts, what I have prepared here. See negatives. See, negatives, be verbs. Is plus not, isn't, or am plus not, aren't, are plus not, aren't, was plus not, wasn't, were plus not, weren't. See, I will show you this way. Then now, can you see the chart clearly, children? Is plus not, isn't. Okay, am plus not, aren't. Are plus not, aren't. Was plus not, wasn't. Were plus not, weren't. So what I have written here, the right hand side, the contracted forms of negatives. Okay, yeah. Then contracted forms of do verbs. See, do plus not, don't, does plus not, doesn't, did plus not, didn't. Okay, so do plus not, don't, does plus not, doesn't, did plus not, didn't. What I have written on the right hand side, they are all the contracted forms of helping verbs. Do plus not, don't, does plus not, doesn't, did plus not, didn't. Okay, fine. Then modal auxiliaries. How these modal auxiliaries have contracted form in their negations. Let me show you the chart for that. Can plus not, can't. Shall plus not, shan't. Will plus not, won't. May plus not, mayn't. Then must plus not, mustn't. Could plus not, couldn't. See, can plus not, can't. Then shall plus not, shan't. Will plus not, won't. May plus not, mayn't. Must plus not, mustn't. Could plus not, couldn't. Let me repeat it. Can plus not, can't. Shall plus not, shan't. Will plus not, won't. May plus not, mayn't. Must plus not, mustn't. And could plus not, couldn't. Okay, fine. So, in this way, the contracted forms of negatives are used. So when you are using the contracted forms of be verbs and helping verbs and modal auxiliaries, you should be very careful. You should mind the spelling, and the accepted contracted form alone you have to use. You are not supposed to contract in your own way. It is an accepted form you have to use. Okay, fine. Next. So, transformation of affirmative sentences into negative sentences. See, negative sentences are normally formed by adding not to the auxiliaries. That is what we did. For example, they repair TV. They don't repair TV. And he repairs TV. He doesn't repair TV. He repaired TV. He did not repair the TV. Okay, fine. So negative forms of have, has, get. She has an ink pen. She does not have an ink pen. They have a car. They don't have a car. They had a car. They did not have a car. So now I write some sentences on the board. You have to change it. Just to note it down and then try to change it into negatives. Okay. Let me give you all the sentences on the board. See. Can, before that, can plus not, can't. Shall plus not, shan't. Will plus not, won't. may plus not mayn't. Okay, like this. Have plus not haven't. Has plus not hasn't. Have plus not haven't. Okay. Has plus not hasn't. Then had plus not hadn't. Okay. So these are all the contracted forms of negatives. Okay, fine. So far now what I have taught you, just you have to keep in your mind, children. I will give you some sentences as a homework, or you can practice it with sentences. For example, change into negatives. Change into negatives. You can try at your home. Please kindly note down all these sentences. For example, he is busy. How can you change it into negatives? The train has left. The train has left. Okay. Third, she may agree to it. She may agree to it. Fourth one, he sells bread. He sells bread. Okay, you have to try to change all these sentences into negative. Then fifth one, they sold old cars. They sold old cars. Okay, children, he can lift this box. He can lift this box. Okay. Seventh one, they have played well. They have played well. They have played well. Then eighth one, he will be going out in the evening. He will be going out. He will be going out in the evening. In the evening. Okay, fine. So here I have given you some sentences for practice. At home you can try. Try to change these affirmative sentences into negative sentences using the formulas, the procedures, the principles which I taught you already. Okay, fine. So he is busy. The train has left. She may agree to it. He sells bread. They sold old cars. He can lift this box. They have played well. He will be going out in the evening. Okay, fine. One thing you have to remember, one thing you have to keep in your mind, children. So far now what we have discussed, that is how an affirmative sentence can be transformed into negative sentences. In all these cases, when you have negative sentences, it denies something, it refuses something, it rejects something. So it gets changed in its meaning. That should be taken into account. So in all these cases, the positive meaning has been changed into negative meanings. That's all. If it is available, if it is not available, that's all. It is living, it is not living. It is existing, it is not existing. So you have changed the meaning. So this is one way of changing an affirmative sentences into negative sentences. Here the changes of meaning is agreed or accepted. In the second transformation of sentences, I am going to teach you such a transformation of sentences without changing the meaning. There you have to change the positive or affirmative sentence into negative sentences without changing the meaning of the sentences. How is it? Yeah, let me explain. Transformation of affirmative into negative without changing the meaning. We can change an affirmative sentence to a negative sentence by using antonym for the adjective, adverb or verb and adding a negative word. Okay, how is it? So we can change an affirmative sentence into negative by using the opposite So transformation without changing the meaning. Transformation of sentences. Second type, transformation of sentences. Affirmative to negative without changing the meaning. Without changing the meaning. Here you have to pay good attention. So in the second types of transformation of sentences, you are supposed to change the affirmative sentence into negative sentences without changing the meaning of the sentence. If it is so, how can you do? Yeah, using antonyms. Using antonyms or opposite. You can use here an antonym for adjectives. You may have some adjectives in a sentence, in a positive sentence, you have to find antonym for such an adjective. Then using such an antonym, if you change or transform the sentence into negative, the meaning will not get changed. Yeah. Otherwise, you can use an antonym for adverb also. Sometimes you have to use the antonym for the given adverb in a sentence. There also the meaning will not change. Okay, fine. Then sometimes you have to find out antonym for the verb also. So using the verb, antonym for the verb, you can change the sentence into negative without changing the meaning of the sentence. Keep it in your mind, children. So when you are going to change an affirmative sentence into negative without changing the meaning, you can use the antonym or opposite for adjective or for adverb or for verb. You can use antonym for any one of these words, parts of speech. So using such an antonym, you can transform the given affirmative sentence into negative without changing the meaning. Okay, fine. See, let me give you one or two examples for such sentences, for such a transformation. See, she always speaks the truth. One, she always speaks the truth. Okay, second, it is not easy to speak the truth at all times. Second one, it is not easy to speak. It is not so easy, or it is not easy to speak the truth at all times. So here I have given you two affirmative sentences. You are supposed to change these affirmative sentences into negatives without changing the meaning. How can you do it? That is the greatest task before you. She always. What's an opposite word? Never. Okay, so you can find the opposite word for this always. Never. Speaks, speaks. Or you can use some other proper verb. Truth, opposite lie. So, she never tell lies. Some verbs travel with some adjectives. Some verbs travel with some specific nouns. So, you are not supposed to change such types of verbs. Speak the truth, tell the lies. Okay, fine, children. She always speaks the truth. That is a positive sentence or affirmative sentence. You are supposed to change such an affirmative sentence into negative. Here, what is the opposite word or antonym for always? Never. Good. Then speaks, the appropriate verb is tell. Truth should be changed into lies. So now you got negative sentences. Here there is no change in the meaning. So she never tell lies. So this is the way to change an affirmative sentence into negative sentence without changing the meaning. Come to the second one. It's not easy to speak the truth at all times. It is not easy to speak the truth at all times. Here, the opposite word for easy is difficult. So it is difficult to speak truth at all times. It is not easy. So here, it is difficult. See the opposite word, not easy. So it is difficult to speak the truth at all times. Okay, fine. So in this way, you can change the given positive or affirmative sentence into negative sentences without changing the meaning. So second transformation. I hope all of you children might have got the rules behind this transformation. Okay, fine. Now I will give you some sentences for practice. Carefully note down all the sentences in a grammar note. See how can you change these given sentences into negatives without changing the meaning. That is the greatest task before you. She is a bold, he is a bold person. Okay, fine. Second one, the king is known for his kindness. The king is known for his kindness. The king is known for his kindness. They strongly disagree with us. The third one. They strongly disagree with us. All these exercises are found in your text. See, now I have given you these three sentences. Can you try to change these positive or affirmative sentence into negative without changing the meaning? See the first one. He is a bold person. What is the opposite for bold? Timid. So he is a bold person means he is not a timid person. Yeah, you have changed it into negative without changing. See, meaning he is not a timid person. Yeah, what a magic. You have got a negative sentence without changing the meaning. What's the magic here? Add it. See, the opposite word, the antony for bold is timid. That's all. So, he is a bold person means he is not a timid person. Okay, children, see, come to the second one. The king is known. The king is known for his kindness. What is the opposite for kindness? Yeah, you have to find out the antonym. If you know the antonym for that word kindness, that's all. Yeah, got a negative sentence. Not being cruel. Kindness, cruel. Kindness, cruel. Okay. So this is the exact word. You have to change in its form. The king is known for his kindness. So the king is known for not being cruel. That's all. So the king is known. Up to this, there is no change. The king is known for not being cruel. That's all. Now we got a negative sentence. The king is known for his kindness. The king is known for not being cruel. So you got a negative sentence without changing the meaning. Third, they strongly disagree. They strongly disagree with us. Here, how can you change? Disagree. What is the opposite word? Agree. Yeah, then you have to split it into two with the help of the helping verb do. So, they do not agree. They do not agree. That is the disagree. They do not agree with us. They strongly do not agree, or they do not agree strongly with us. Yeah, now we got a negative sentence without changing the meaning. They strongly disagree with means they do not agree strongly with us. Do not agree means disagree, that's all. So you got negative sentences without changing the meaning. Here you have to be very careful, children. So in the first type of transformation, we changed the positive or affirmative sentences into negative. There it allowed us to change the meaning. But in the second transformation, you have to change the affirmative sentence into negative without changing the meaning of the sentence. Okay. We can try some more sentences. See, I will give you some more sentences for practice. This is very unfair. See this sentence. This is very unfair. Unfair. Okay. Then I'll give you some more sentences which has been taken from your text. You can try. These sentences are given for your practice. The two sisters behave. The two sisters behave in very dissimilar ways. Very dissimilar ways. See the third one. It is unlikely that we will win the match this time. We will win the match this time. Then fourth one, they are a happy couple. They are a happy couple. And then we will be late for lunch. We will be late for lunch. Then the soldier was very brave. The soldier was very brave. Okay, children, let me read out all the sentences. What I have given here, this is very unfair. You have to just find out the antonym or opposite word for this unfair. Then you can change it into negative without changing the meaning. The two sisters behave in very dissimilar ways. You know the opposite word for dissimilar. That's a key point. Okay. It is unlikely that we will win the match this time. Okay, fine. Here, unlikely. You have to note it down. So you have to pay your attention towards the key word in the sentence. Okay, fine. They are a happy couple. Here, happy is a key word in the sentence. We will be late for lunch. Here, late is the key word. Good. The soldier was very brave. So now I hope, children, you can easily change all these affirmative sentences into negative without changing the meaning based on the things what we have discussed from the beginning of this class. Okay, fine. Then negative to affirmative. I'll give you one or two examples. Okay, before to conclude today's session, I would like to give you one or two examples. So reverse operation from positive negative, you know well. Then from negative to positive or negative to affirmative. I'll give you one or two examples alone. See, here negative to affirmative sentences. How can you effect it? See, this is not a suitable size for the baby. This is not a suitable size. This is not a suitable size for the baby. So this is not a suitable size for the baby, the given sentence. Anyone can easily locate or identify the given sentence is in the negative structure or it is a negative sentence because here you have got a negative impact not. Now you have to change this negative into positive. Key word is suitable, not suitable. So you have to use together all these things to change the sentence into positive, that is affirmative. Unsuitable, that's all. So this is an unsuitable size for the baby. This is an unsuitable size for the baby. How I did this magic? Only the same principle what I taught you already. When you change negative into affirmative or affirmative into negative, only thing you have to find the opposite or antonym word for the keyword. That's all. With the help of such keyword, you can change a sentence from negative to affirmative or affirmative to negative without changing the meaning. It is not easy to convince girl. I'll give you one more sentence. It is not easy to convince her. See, it is not easy. See, it is not easy to convince her. You have to, this is a negative sentence, you have to change it into positive. It is not easy. What does it mean? It is difficult. So it is difficult to convince her, that's all. Now you have got positive sentence. It is not easy to convince her. It is difficult. It is difficult to convince her. I hope all of you could follow me, children. Yeah, be with me. So it is not easy to convince her. It is difficult to convince her. This is not acceptable to them. See, this is not acceptable to them. Yeah, you can change this negative sentence into positive. This is unacceptable, that's all. This is unacceptable to them. So using the antonym for the keyword acceptable, I have got positive sentences without changing the meaning. Okay, fine. So now you have learnt what you have learnt in today's class. What is sentence? What are the types of sentences? Especially affirmative sentence, positive sentence, declarative sentence, what is statement, all these things you have learnt, and I have given you good example for all these things to make you understand these things well. Then a statement can be of in two types, positive and negative, or affirmative and negative. Any sentence that affirms something is called an affirmative. Any sentence that rejects or denies something is called negative sentences. How can we change a positive sentences into negative sentences? By taking not with the be, were, be, sam or was, were. Then possessive verbs have, has and had. Then modal auxiliaries will, shall, can, may and might. By taking not with all these verbs, you can change a positive sentence into negative sentences by changing the meaning of such sentences. So I have given you the contracted forms also. Be verbs, the contracted form is plus not isn't, was plus not wasn't, were plus not weren't, and all these things I have given. Then how can we get the contracted form? Do plus not don't, doesn't and didn't. One thing you have to keep in your mind, children, all these contracted form better you can use in a spoken language rather than in the written language. English allows us to use this expanded form in the written language, but when you speak to somebody else, when you speak something else, there you have to use contracted form. Okay, fine. Then the second transformation of sentences, what I taught you, how to change, how to transform the positive sentences into negative, how to change the negative sentences into positive without changing the meaning at all. There what principle you are supposed to follow? Only thing you have to find out the antonym or the opposite for the keyword. The keyword may be adjective, the keyword may be adverb, the keyword may be verb. If you find out the opposite for all these words, by taking not with these opposite, you can easily change the given affirmative into negative or negative into affirmative without changing the meaning. Okay, children, in the next second part of this video, I am going to teach you other transformation of sentences, that is affirmative into exclamatory, exclamatory into affirmative. Till that, have a nice day, children. Thank you.